Today's term from psychology is availability heuristic. The availability heuristic is a mental shortcut that relies on immediate examples that come to a person's mind when making a decision. Basically, the availability heuristic means that we believe that if something can be recalled easily, it must be important, or at least more important than the things that can't be recalled. In other words, the easier it is to recall the consequences of something, the greater those consequences are thought to be. In essence, this means that we create bubbles around ourselves in which the world is much different from the way it actually is. What's going on is that when you're trying to make a decision, a number of related events or situations might immediately spring to mind. As a result, you might judge that those events are more frequent than others. You give greater credence to the information that tends to overestimate the probability and likelihood of similar things happening in the future. This is why the mainstream media keeps repeating the same few news stories over and over, even though there's plenty of news that could otherwise fill the 24-hour news cycle. Here's an example. Which job is more dangerous, being a cop or a logger? While high-profile police shootings might lead you to think that cops have the more dangerous job, statistics actually show that loggers are more likely to die on the job than cops. When it comes to making this type of judgment about relative risk or danger, our brains like to make quick decisions. We use the availability heuristic because when we're faced with the need to make an immediate decision, the heuristic allows people to quickly arrive at a conclusion. For millions of years, our ancestors' lives depended on making quick decisions. In their world of the remote past, making any decision increased their chances of survival, so they evolved the ability to make rapid decisions. Unfortunately, we live in a much different world where making a wrong decision could be worse than making no decision. So a behavior that evolved to help our ancestors survive can now work against us.